Mike, Sports, Vibes. Thank you for vibing with the Bull. Vikings initial 53-man roster for the 2023 NFL season. I need y'all to get hype with me. I need y'all to get hype with me. I need y'all to get hype with me. Skol, baby. Let's go, Vikings. This is a very exciting time to be a Minnesota Viking fan. Of course, there's going to be some trades and some pickups, but this is the initial 53-man roster right here. I'm going to start with the quarterbacks. Let me start with the quarterbacks. Who's going to be our quarterbacks? Who's going to be our quarterbacks? Y'all already know who's going to be. First cousin, Captain Kirk is the first string quarterback. He's my quarterback. Like T.O. said, that's my quarterback. That is my quarterback. That is my quarterback. Until further notice. I think he's going to have a great season, an MVP caliber season. Let's go, Vikings. Second string is going to be Nick Mullins. Third string, Jaren Hall. I'm so happy that he is still on the roster. They're giving him a chance. Hopefully, he becomes the second string one day because I like his potential. I like how he's a dual threat, and he opens up that playbook. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Let's go to the running backs. Let's shout out to all the running backs that made the team. Shout out to all the running backs that made the team. Dalvin Cook is gone. Dalvin Cook, come back. It's like, no, I'm joking. But real talk, though, I'm going to miss Dalvin Cook. But we got Alexander Madison is running back number 1. We got Keen, and we got Ty Chandler. Ty Chandler will be number 2. Ty Chandler will be number 2. We waived Dwayne McBride, Abram Smith, and Aaron Dykes. I like that Dwayne McBride showed a little bit in the last preseason game. We'll see what happens with that. Fullback, C.J. Ham. C.J. Ham. Special team captain, I believe, and one of the best fullbacks of all time. I don't care what nobody says. C.J. Ham is going to help Alexander Madison and Ty Chandler get them first downs. Let's go, baby. Now let's go to the wide receivers. Let's clap for the wide receivers. There's 6 of them. And there's one on here that I like a lot. And you know who it is. Number 18, the future MVP. If it's not Kirk Cousins, first cousin Captain Kirk, it's going to be Justin Jefferson. He will have over 2,000 receiving yards. He is the best wide receiver in the game. He is the number 2 best player rated out of the 100 best players in the NFL. He's number 2. I don't care what Skip Bayless and Undisputed and Keyshawn Johnson and all the other and Michael Irvin, even though Michael Irvin was on his side because he is a wide receiver, but I don't care what they say. He's number 2 for a reason because he is the best wide receiver in the NFL, and there's no debate. There's no debate. And then wide receiver 2, it depends. Could be KJ Osborne. Right now, I believe it is going to be KJ Osborne. Then we got Jordan Addison, one of the most talented wide receivers in this last year's draft. Next to Zay Flowers. It's Jordan Addison and Zay Flowers. Then we got Jalen Naylor. I don't know why he's still on the team because it seems like he can never get on the field. But I guess he's that talented because it just, I don't know what's going on with that. But Brandon Powell showed up a lot in this preseason, making tough catches after tough catch. Oh, then Jalen Reagor. I like Jalen Reagor a lot. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Even though he was drafted before the great Justin Jefferson. Even though the Eagles try to say he ain't no good. This preseason, he absolutely balled out in the first preseason game. I hope he stays on the team to receive kickoff returns, and maybe he can become wide receiver 4. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure between Brandon Powell, Jalen Reagor. We shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. And since Jalen Reagor has been balling out in the preseason, now he has that trade value that I've been always talking about. Maybe you can get a 4th or a 5th, maybe a 3rd. We might get lucky and get a 2nd. Who knows? You never know. Jalen Reagor, Keep doing what you're doing. We waived Lucky Jackson. I don't even want to read all the wave players. I feel bad reading them all. But Lucky Jackson, man, that he should have caught that ball. You cannot drop passes in preseason when you're trying to make the team. You know what I mean? But let's go to the tight ends. Let's go. Oh, man, it's a party right now, y'all. It's a party right now, y'all. Let's go. This is the 53 initial roster for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Get your popcorn ready. Get hype. Cheer. Let's have a blast. Are you vibing with me, y'all? Are you vibing
Mike
with the
Sports
bull?
Vibes.
Let's
Thank
go.
you for vibing with me.
Hit that subscribe button and that like button when you get a chance. And best believe we going live after every single game. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. So tune in and vibe with your bull. Let's go, Vikings. For the tight ends, TJ Hockenson, one of the best tight ends in the game. I'm not really sure what the contract situation. I don't really know what to even say about that, to be honest with you. Josh Oliver, one of the best pickups, because if TJ Hockenson happens to get traded, Josh Oliver would definitely be the tight end number 1. Right now, he's number 2, Johnny Munt, and then Nick Muse. I like Nick Muse a lot. He always catches the ball when it goes to him. He's a good blocking tight end, but I think his hands is underrated. Shout out to Nick Muse. That's my guy. That's my guy. And I'm going to repeat this. I'm not going to name all the waived players, Ben Sims and all them. I'm not going to name all of them. But shout out to the tight ends. What's the next position? What's the next position? All right, offensive line. Are you ready to talk about the offensive line? Ladies and gentlemen, Skol, the offensive line that's going to protect Kirk Cousins. That's not going to let Kirk Cousins get hit. That's going to keep Kirk Cousins upright. That's going to keep Cousins in that striking distance to be MVP, because they're going to keep him upright. Let's go, offensive line. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. Let's go. Christian Darrisaw, one of the best left tackles, if not the best left tackle in the whole NFL. The only concern is his concussions. Hopefully he doesn't get one concussed. And hopefully the whole offensive line stays healthy. Hopefully the whole team stays healthy. Let's go, Vikings. Left guard, Ezra Cleveland. I hope the best. I ain't going to say no more than that, because I don't want to make this negative. Let's go. Garrett Bradbury. I'm not going to make this negative. Let's go. Right guard, Ed Ingram. Oh, my gosh. Whoa. I'm not going to make this negative. Do not laugh at me. I'm not going to make this negative. The right tackle, Brian O'Neill. Let's go, Minnesota Vikings. And you know, we got Austin. He's a backup center. We got Blake. He's the backup guard. And Ali Udo. I don't want to even talk about it. We're just going to hope the best. The offensive line stays healthy. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's go, offensive line. Applause. I'm cheering for y'all. I'm cheering for y'all. All right. So let's go to, what's the next position group, y'all? What's the next position group? Are we done with the offense? Are we finally done with the offense? Let's go, Minnesota Vikings offense. We're going to ball out all season. Top 5 offense. Let's go, first cousin. Let's go, Captain Kirk. He's going to get us to the Super Bowl. Let's go. I don't care what nobody says. All the negativity, all the doubts. It is what it is. I'm riding with Kirk until he's not my quarterback. That's my quarterback. That's my wide receivers. That's my O-line. That's my squad. Let's go. Let's go to the defense, right? Defensive line. All right. Larry, Phillips, my bull Tonga, Bullard, and Roy. That's my defensive tackles, y'all. That's my defensive tackles, y'all. Let's get it, man. I'm hoping that, you know, my guy Tonga, right? Tonga, for me, is one of the most underrated defensive tackles, and I think he's going to be utilized in a really good way this season. He is going to be a Pro Bowl. I'm going to call it now. That's what I'm calling. So don't nobody take that from me when the season starts. Now let's go to, and they waived my bull Ross Blacklock. I didn't want that. I don't even want to talk about that. Outside linebacker, And, of course, defensive end, depending on how they switch off 3-4 defense. Marcus Davenport, one of the best pickups this offseason. That's what they say. And I hope he gets back to his old sacking ways. Let's go. Let's go, Marcus Davenport. Danielle Hunter returns happy. And he's back better than ever. Danielle Hunter, I meant to say. Danielle Hunter, D. Hunt. One of the best underrated defensive ends in the game. If he was a Cowboy, he would be getting so much love. DJ Warnham, Pat Jones II, Andrew Carter II. Let's go. I just want to name this one specific person, Luigi Villain. I'm surprised he got waived. I am surprised he got waived. But shout out to all the linebackers that made the squad. Shout out to all the defensive tackles that made the squad. It's definitely a party. We got to. I feel like we got to put some love and give the defense some love this year. We had to. After seeing what we seen last season, the Dinosaur defense, I am saying it right now that this defense is going to outperform any of our expectations this year. I think that they're underrated, and under Brian Flores, this is going to be a fun season on the defensive side of the ball. Now let's go to the linebackers. Let's go. Skol, baby. Skol. We got Jordan Hicks. Yes, he was the Eagles, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about Jordan Hicks being an Eagle, a former Eagle. He makes his tackles. He stops the run pretty good. Let's go, Jordan Hicks. Brian Asamoah, the second, very athletic linebacker, a little bit undersized. He just needs to be healthy. He's very quick. I like him a lot. Please stay healthy, my brother. Please stay healthy, my brother. Troy Dye. And then the undrafted free agent of the year, Ivan Pace Jr. Let's go. Skol, baby. Skol. Shout out to Ivan Pace Jr. I am so excited about Ivan Pace Jr. I think he is going to show the world, show the teams that passed on him, that you made a big mistake. You don't go by the way their parents, they got short arms, they're not as big, this and that, undersized, whatever. But what you see in college, you see him making plays, you see his heart, you see his desire to win. That's what counts. Because you could be the biggest person on the team. You could have the most gifts on the team. But if you don't got it in here, it doesn't matter. Let's go Vikings, baby. Let's go Ivan Pace Jr. That's my guy. And I'm cheering for him. I'm definitely cheering for Ivan Pace Jr. I'm cheering for all the defense. But Ivan Pace Jr. and especially because I like the underdogs. I like the underdog story. Now let's go to the cornerbacks. Let's go to the cornerbacks. Get hype. The initial 53 roster for the mighty Minnesota Vikings for 2023. There's going to be some changes. I know. There's going to be some people probably coming on the team and not leaving the team. Who knows? Who really knows? I know that we are going to make some. We're going to do damage this season. We're going to do damage this season. This offense, this defense is going to do some things that's going to shock the whole NFL. And all the negative haters that think we're not going to do nothing, watch what we do. Now let's get to the corners. One more applause and a cheer. Talk that talk. The cornerbacks, Brian Murphy Jr., Evans, Andrew Booth Jr. I'm not going to really comment too much on that. But Mekhi Blackman and Najee Thompson. I like Najee Thompson a lot, by the way. Mekhi Blackman. Brian Murphy is that alpha cornerback number 1. And I think Mekhi Blackman will be that alpha cornerback number 2. Let's go. I'm a hype, y'all. I know y'all probably like, what in the world? I promise you, I didn't take no energy drinks. I'm just naturally hyped. I'm excited for the season. Let's go, Vikings. All right. To the safeties. To the safeties. Let's go. Shout out. Applause. And cheer for the safeties, y'all. Harrison Smith, number 22, one of the best safeties of all time. Hitman Smith. Let's go. Cameron Bynum, Josh Metellus, Lewis Seen. I hope you're okay, brother, from that injury. My guy, Jay Ward, has made the team. Let's go. Theo Jackson. Man, I'm so excited for it. I'm pumped up. I'm so pumped up for this season, y'all. I really am. All right, so special team specialist, long snapper, Andrew, kicker, Greg Joseph, and punter Ryan Wright. I'm not gonna really speak on that. I just hope Greg makes all his field goals and extra points. I'm not gonna really speak on that. But what I will say is I just gave you the 53 initial roster for the 2023 Minnesota Vikings. I am extremely excited for this season. I am optimistic we could do damage. And we will win the division. The NFC North is ours to lose. Take one game at a time. Don't look too far forward. Buccaneers week 1. And I ain't even thinking about the next week. Let's go, Minnesota Vikings. I'm hyped, baby. I'm so hyped. I feel like going live right now. That's how hype I am. But I will go live on Friday, every Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Mike Sports Vibes will be talking his talk. You already know the vibes. Thank you for vibing with me if you're listening right now. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. This is the end of the video. I truly appreciate you vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. I'm out.